Epi says hi, everyone. Um, okay. Submitted categories. I'm gonna scroll all the way. Oh, this shit's been open since January 29th. All you guys have had so much time. Okay, Lysander, greatest fail of 2022. Um, Hollywood Celestial. Um, I can't believe so many people from across the game thought that that was the thing to do. And that people like Borhan were defending it. Borhan, who was leader of the Golden Horde in 2018, who was like fighting explicitly against stuff like that, was like, actually, yes, Hollywood Celestial is a good thing. Fucking wild. But it goes to show something I've said. Well, actually, I don't think I have said it, but I'll say it now. Like, people's opinion on stuff in this game is framed by what alliance they're a part of. Like, if you're part of Alliance A, you will take up the positions of Alliance A and their allies. If you're part of Alliance B, you will take up the positions of Alliance B and their allies. I consciously do this. I know others do as well. I don't know, which I think people will gravitate to their two alliances that share the same vision and mindset that they do. But besides that, yeah, like you will take up for your tribe above all else. That's just human nature, and especially because this is a game where nothing really matters. I think it comes out a lot. But anyways, greatest fail 2022, Hollywood Eclipse. Biggest pixel hugger of 2022. That's a hard one. I cannot think of any good of a good answer to that one. Wasn't Jon Snow heavily influenced, like his nonsense, by pixel huggery? I think I'm sorry, I don't have a good answer to this. I don't remember any distinct pixel hugging moves. Sorry. Zig, most likely to commit tax evasion and flee to Uganda. Ethan Ralph. Biggest dweeb. Probably a dweeb. I probably shouldn't answer all of these because it will go on for a while. Actually, it's okay. Um, I'm gonna give it to Jon Snow, biggest dweeb. Biggest scandal of 2022. Um, just the whole war involving Midgard hitting Radiant Sphere, Eclipse countering for the Knights Radiant, and then Cataclysm countering for Knights Radiant, and then Eclipse hitting Cataclysm, and then the Syndicate doing nothing. That whole saga, whatever you want to call it, that was probably it was one scandal after another. So just that whole mess was probably it. Hollywood Celestial deserves a mention, but I think I've given Hollywood Celestial enough awards. Biggest raider of 2022, I'm gonna give that to Dryad. Biggest no lifer. How would we define that? That's difficult. That carries a very negative connotation. I'm trying to think of a player that has been around for a while. Hold on. I'm thinking really hard. Give it to change up. I like change up. TBH. Firewolf says doing a half-assed award show. Oh, Firewolf, that's mean. Pegleg says he's been playing for 7 years and has lost 3 accounts in that time. That's wild. I don't have an answer for this. Biggest no lifer. There's not a clear answer, I'm afraid. Is it Fenris? Who's that big guy in the Roman themed alliance who like almost never fought a war? It's him. He has no life. He's not even playing the game. Fenris, biggest no lifer. Best the Syndicate shill. Emir Bargo. Greatest keyboard warrior. I'm gonna give it to Kigaz because I would give it to Abyss, but Abyss likes to voice chat. But Kigaz, I would not want to be in an adversarial position against Kigaz, and Kigaz usually communicates through typing. So Kigaz, I think greatest keyboard warrior might have a negative connotation, but I'm going to take it just literal. I'm going to give it to Kigaz. Most cucked of 2022. That would Cataclysm. The Syndicate should have stood by Cataclysm, they didn't. So Cataclysm got Alliance cucked, got M-level cucked. Best alliance with someone named Kentucky 2022. There is no alliance with someone named Kentucky. So there's just NA, invalid. Most retarded player. Darkblade. I don't have a good answer. I have a good answer. Most likely to e-date on. Oh my gosh. Too many. Most likely to eat in. Too many. That's just the answer. Too many. Best bussy dryad, hands down. Not even a question. Cajun, I asked you for an in-person date. There's a difference. Laser Kiwi, biggest suck up. I am the biggest Hand of Fate simp. You won't find a bigger one. Smallest penis, that would be me, Thalmor. Biggest e-peen. Who's a really egoistic player? Borg volunteers. I'll give it to Borg. I don't know if he deserves it, but Borg volunteers. So biggest EP Borg. Smoothest brain. I think that's redundant. Yeah, that's redundant with most retarded player. So I'm skipping that one. Most Alpha Alliance. I think it'd be Hand of Fate, but that's a boring answer. Most Alpha. That's difficult. Most Alpha. That's difficult. I'm unhappy with this. I'm going to give it to Eclipse because, like I said, last year, yeah, this is the 2022 awards. I'm going to give it to Eclipse. Eclipse did whatever they wanted, so Eclipse gets it. Ice Door, most reliable bank. So Yar would be the answer, except they got looted. So the answer to this question is none of them. None of them are reliable, I'm afraid. Best chemistry themed nation. Don't know, don't care. Tree, largest completely banned, save for one player. What the fuck is this category? I'm skipping it. It's not in English. Biggest ban. I don't know. Most likely to lead a coup in 10 years from now. I would hope none of us are playing in 10 years from now. Most likely to lead a coup within the next year. I can see Epi like resigning from government to then like forcefully retake power again. I can see that happening, so I'm gonna give it to Epi. Most likely to shill for FARC. The part of the awards is that like this is for people who play the game, and if you show for FARC, you're not a person. So there's simply no like this is a nonsense question basically. Most likely to be awarded 50 million by this award, that would be Thalmor. Most likely to live rent free in another player's Epi. Epi, not even close. Tree, most likely to VM after being rolled. Too many. Too many. Most likely to delete when being like both this one and the last question have like the same answers, which is that there's plenty of shitty like City 10 players who after getting the shit rocked really good for like a couple weeks probably would VM or quit. So there's too many, hundreds of players minimum. Alliance most likely to disband in 2023. The Slow down a little. Sorry, Lysander. I'll wait a second before I continue. Oops. I can't recall an alliance that's likely to disband. Um, I'm going to give it to. I don't have one. World Task Force. I don't know. I'm going to give it to the Lost Empire. Alan says most likely to appear on a milk carton. Alex. KY, server with most active jail. It's either Ron or Hand of Fate. I'm gonna give it to Ron. Actually, no, Hand of Fate. I think the Hand of Fate jail is pretty active. Best Rose Leader candidate, Thalmor. Most active Thalmoria staff member. Probably you, Lysander. I mean, yeah. Zig and Kales are pretty active, but like, yeah, probably Lysander. Best alliance with some democracy. Rose, of course. Most controversial Gov member of Orbis. Probably Epi. Most controversial alliance in Orbis. Probably Camelot. Best exodus from an alliance. I can't remember any exodus that happened in 2022, like a splinter. I don't think any happened. Most likely to be a crackhead. There have been, from my understanding, and I can't name names because this was years ago. I mean, there have been some drug addicts who like play this game and their addiction was known. I can't think of any though. I just spilled my fucking water. Goodness gracious. Most likely to be drunk at any given moment. That's actually probably is me because I get drunk fast and it's usually spontaneous when I decide to drink. So that actually probably is me. Most likely to cry over spilled milk. Definitely me because I love my milk. And if I spilled a whole cup of it, I'd be upset. Most likely to e-date. Way too many people. Well, that's redundant. I already answered that. Worst Democratic Alliance. Probably FSO. Best Exodus of 2023. This is the 2022 awards, so can't answer it. Alliance most likely to have Andrew Tate join. Andrew Tate is sitting in prison. If you gave him a cell phone and told him to play the game, he'd probably be like, well, I'll join the number one alliance because like they're obviously the best. I could see him doing that. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how he thinks. I'm making a very stupid, dumb guess. I'm giving it to Rose. Actually, no, because under my leadership, we would not allow Andrew Tate in. So that's not true. Andrew Tate would probably join. He would join the communists in ASM because he would want to troll them. He would join ASM. Most likely to ask someone out on Discord. That's silly, Cajun. Alliance leader most likely to go rogue. Is there any like really dramatic actors leading any like I can't think of a good answer to that one. Epi's nice up in this castle. I don't see him leaving. Alliance most likely to have an exodus. I'll give it to Rose. Just because Rose has so many people that like I can see like a bunch like there being some kind of big disagreement and then like 40 people leave. Because they got over 200 members, and it's like I don't know. The more people in a group, the easier it is for people to splinter. I think. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Dope. Alliance with the most devoted members. Probably Hand of Fate because we're all insane and crazy and psychotic together. And that's it. We're done. No more submitted categories. I'm sorry. It's over. If you guys had since January 29th to answer your questions, to submit your questions. If you didn't do it, too bad. All right, we're done. Lysander, post the document one more time for me to read. There's two of them. Okay, so we're going to let's get these documents posted in the announcements, and we're done. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for submitting categories. Thank you for listening. We are done. I am aware of the Carthago eclipse ODP. Kind of silly. Lysander, play the theme and then CCT end the recording after I say goodnight when the theme is done.
Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thalmor Radio. Yeah, he's coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalmor Radio.
Good night.